So everyone knows that spacers add space, but is more space equals more better? Today we're gonna find out. So that's exactly what we're gonna do today, guys. We're gonna be taking my truck, my 2007 Silverado 2500 HD, which is on 12 wides, and adding a few of these 2-inch bore spacers to find out just how spacers actually affect your rubbing and turning radius and stuff like that. So we've got a couple of spacers here. We went with the Bora aluminum spacers. Of course, these are 2-inch spacer, hub-centric, really good quality spacer. Of course, the only aluminum spacers we carry at customoffsets.com. So if you guys need some, you can check them out. There's a link in the description. Just go do it. So anyway, guys, we're gonna start with the 12 wides on my truck here. This is a set of 20 by 12 minus 44 Anthem Rogues in the satin black, wrapped in a set of 35 12.5 R20s. So when you look at this guy, like 7 inches of poke-ish, kind of, sort of. Maybe it's 8 inches. So you can see that's what that looks like. This setup, also no rubbing, no scrubbing of any kind. But now, we're gonna pick it up, we're gonna throw some spacers on it and see what a set of 2-inch spacers does. These aren't gonna work because they're close-ended lug nuts. So if you look, the studs are too long. So I can't use close-ended because to get them tight, right? They would be, you'd have to blow the back of them out like that. I got more nuts. Did you get that on video? Oh yeah. So on that note, we've got the 2-inch spacers on. We found this nice measuring device after I yeeted the shock across the shop. Like a solid 8.5-ish, 8.25. So we did pick up a little bit of space. Again, wheel and tire, 2-inch spacer on this one. We're gonna fire it up and see if it rubs, go from there. So one thing I do wanna point out here quick, a lot of guys will think that spacers will help with rubbing, and they do, but not on aftermarket wheels and tires. So spacers will help with rubbing if you're running a wider tire on your factory wheel, right? Something with a really high offset, high positive offset, right? So what that's gonna do is it's gonna keep you from rubbing in the back on the control arm and stuff like that. Where it's not gonna help is situations like this. As you guys can see, because that wheel is out another 2 inches, it's already much closer to rubbing than it is from the factory. And you're gonna see that as we continue to stack those spacers up, all you're doing is moving that tire out, which makes that whole turn angle quite a bit more aggressive. And that's where you're gonna start to see some rub here, some rub there, until eventually the tire's all the way outside of the wheel well, and then it's just rubbing here. So with that, we're gonna go drive this thing, make sure everything looks good, go from there. All right, guys, so we just got done with the 2-inch spacers. We just took it for a little quick rip around the block. Everything was good, obviously 2-inch spacers. Pretty standard, I would say, in the terms of spacers, but we're not satisfied yet. So this is where you're gonna see us start getting a little bit more crazy. Now, before we get into that, professional drivers, closed course, don't do this at home. Don't stack spacers, it's not good. Bora will make you any size spacer you want, literally anything. They'll make you like 1.5 inches all the way to like 10 inches if you're like Bug BMX or something and you wanted something stupid wide like the Beatles. So they'll make you anything you want. So with that, don't stack spacers. And yeah, so we're gonna pop the wheels off and then we're gonna take another 2-inch spacer, stick it on there, and then we'll measure it up, go from there.
2 more inches.
2 more inches. Don't show me starting the lugs off with an impact. The internet's gonna roast the out of me.
Oh. Okay, first of all, don't die. Second of all,
holy sh**.
what you think?
Shouldn't have done that.
Why?
You have a lot of torsional stress on your lug nuts there, your studs.
Yeah, I'm aware. Professional driver, closed course.
You know what the best part of this is?
What's that?
Is you actually are gonna end up breaking something, and now this is your only vehicle because you refuse to fix your daily and drive that.
No, I'm fixing it right now, okay? Damn.
And I'm gonna laugh at you.
What do you mean you're not going to drive it with all the space?
Stop it, we're not doing that on camera.
Yeah, we are. Why?
I don't know if we're gonna do that. I'm trying not to fold my whole fender over.
So your whole wheel's outside the fender.
Not quite, but close.
We're only halfway through.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is only 4 inches of spacer. Yeah, look at the bench. Look at the bench. That's 8 inches of spacer.
That's what it's gonna look like on one side.
Yeah. That's the size of like half my arm, Dustin.
Oh, it's gonna be insane.
He doesn't even want to drive with the 8 spacers.
Why?
Exactly. You're only rubbing on the front bumper.
Wow, so you could trim that out. If you wanted to run 4 inches of spacers on a Cateye Silverado with a 4.5 inch lift kit and 12 wides, you could. You would just have to like yoink that bumper out.
Yeah, not pie cut, pizza slice.
Yeah, pizza.
Oh, wow, a tool that actually tells you if you're straight up and down.
Listen, guess what? We had 8 inches of poke before, and now we have 10.
Yeah, let's measure the door.
Yeah. Oh, plenty, bud. We got 11.5 feet damn near.
You're about 8 feet.
Oh, shit, we got plenty of room.
Plenty of room, bud.
Plenty of room, she'll fit. All right.
Let's go drive it.
When you put wheel kits on a snowmobile, it looks like a 1500 Cateye when you put a rough country on and you didn't put spacers in the back.
Facts.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
I almost died.
What do you think? She still has 4 more inches to go.
You're nuts.
All right, so we just got back from taking her on a quick little sprint around the, well, more like jog. We didn't go very fast. Around the neighborhood. It handled okay, but you can definitely tell, right, as we're out there 4 inches on both sides. Now we're getting somewhere, right? There's a lot of weight out there. The alignment is kind of starting to get a little funky on us out there, so it'll be interesting. We're gonna get these rattled off, and then we'll get the 6-inch spacers on. So the next 2 inches, excuse me, we'll slap it all back together, and we'll show you what that looks like.
Oh God. Looks like something's already broken.
Scared, nervous, excited?
Yep. If it's gonna fail anywhere, it's likely not gonna fail on the hub side. It'll likely fail the spacer itself. The wheel is outside of the wheel well at this point.
Holy hell, it's outside the wheel well. That's impressive.
We still got another spacer to put on after this.
What happens if it doesn't make it through these ones?
Then we're done.
Yeah, that's the end. Beautiful. So from the inside lip, we are 11.5 inches outside of the fender well at that point. This is only a 12.5 wide tire on a 12 wide wheel. That means there's like a 1/2 inch on the inside. Yes, it's not good, right? Yes, it's pretty sketch. Yes, don't do this at home. And this is only 6 inches. We're gonna add 2 more yet. Look, fire! Hey, what you think of my new spacers? We don't rub it going forward at all. So this is full lock, and I have plenty of clearance here, probably 2 inches of clearance, which is incredible. She's a lot closer down in there. I'm gonna get away from my truck because it's so loud, but it's a lot closer down in there.
I'd send it. I'd daily it. We're out.
Glen Coco be crazy.
We're under 102 inches wide. That's DOT legal width to go down the highway.
So put 6 inches of spacers on your limited.
I mean, all
All right,
right.
you're on 12 wides, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, bolt her up.
I mean, I send it.
All right, so we've got 6 inches of spacers on the truck. Everything okay for right now, right? We're doing okay. But you guys know us. You know that we couldn't just settle for 6 inches of spacers. So we're gonna add another spacer both sides. Total of 8 inches of spacers on this thing. It's gonna be way over legal limit. Obviously not practical, but we just wanted to truly show you what you can do with a bore spacer like that.
That's some Carolina squat.
Dad, aren't you proud of me?
No, this
I
is
have wide
terrible.
wheels.
And where's the rest of your grill?
It's broken.
What the? Is that off spacer?
No, it's 3.
Oh my God. Why are you doing this? You have to get Banker's hammer out again.
It actually, with 6 inches of spacers on 12 wides and 35s on a 4.5 inch BDS with the Nortel, it doesn't rub on the cab corner. It
Nice.
just
So
rubs
that's
up.
what people could do instead of modifying their cab corners, just stack
Yeah,
spacers.
just stack 6 inches of spacers, you'd be okay.
Hey, we're putting another 2 inches on each side too.
quit. I'm
Eight total
quitting again.
spacers.
I quit again.
Boston, don't get me starting my lug nuts with an impact. So those are effectively 20 wides. If you were to, actually have wheels that deep, except they don't sit on the hub because they're spaced out 8 inches. It's so wide, dude. Oh my god. Jesus. You don't realize till you stick your head out and then realize that that tire is like right here. So, can you guys stack 4 2-inch spacers and put them on the front of your truck? Yes. Do we recommend it? Absolutely fucking not. Just don't do it. Seriously, guys, bore spacers, really high quality aluminum, of course, hub-centric, so they handle the weight okay. However, if you want a couple of spacers, they'll make you whatever size spacer you want. Just hit them up. They make like up to 4-inch spacers, I think. They do a really good job. So you guys can check all those bore spacers out at customoffsets.com. And remember, if you guys need wheels and tires, we'll take care of you there too. We'll even mount them, balance them, and ship them to your door for free. With that, I'm Dustin with Custom Offsets. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.